Hey hang tighters, so I'm just coming to show you some really good pregnancy stretches. These are ones that I did, that I'm doing, that I'm currently doing, and they are just really good. It makes me feel better. So I'm just going to share some of them. So we're going to go for about roughly 30 seconds for each stretch, and we will get started in 5 seconds. So I'm sitting right now in hero pose. I'm a strong believer in yoga. So sitting on your feet, if that's not comfortable, you can put a block between your feet. And I simply want you to extend up, and we're stretching our quads here. And also our lower back, you can kind of lean your neck back if you want. But we're really focusing on the whole tops of our legs here. Of course, if you're more flexible, you can go back further. I'm definitely not. So I'm just pushing through the hips, and I feel a deep stretch in my quads. So this is a good one for those that have tight quads. All right. So now I'm just going to sit here and focus on tucking the tailbone in, because as pregnant women we tend to kind of stick it out because we got a belly. So just focus on sitting on your heels and tucking the tailbone in and just breathing. And this is also another one of my favorites, rolling the shoulders, backing down the spine, and of course you got to take deep breaths. So I talk a lot. So it's not as easy. As the stretches get deeper, you really want to really focus and zone out. I tend to listen to music. So a couple more seconds, tucking the tailbone in, get that spine as flat as you can. All right, so now we're going to put the left foot out in front. Use the blocks if you need to, because you do have a baby inside. This time focus on thrusting those hips forward, again tucking that tailbone in, so that we feel the front of the quad. You can put hands behind your back. You can do a slight back bend if you desire. You can put your hands up in the air, whatever you desire, but just focus on that hip thrust forward, keeping the spine flat in the back. Make sure that you're taking deep breaths. Keeping your hips square. All right, so let's switch. So make sure that your knee is over your heel, and let's tuck that tailbone in, working on the hip flexor in the front. It's a little bit of balance. If you don't have it, you can hold on to the blocks. You can stack them higher. Putting your hands here might help a bit, or again, you can clasp them behind your back and really drive down into that quad and hip flexor. Alright, so same stretch, but we're going to go a little bit deeper. So I use the blocks here. I might adjust my pad a little bit more. And this time I'm going to lean into this front hip flexor. This time the knee can be exaggerated over the toe if you need. But whatever you do, you're not bouncing, you're just getting kind of deep into that muscle and you're holding. You don't want to go too deep while you're pregnant, because your body is producing a lot more relaxin, which makes you think you're super flexible, but you don't want to hurt yourself. So we're taking deep breaths, we have a flat spine, and we're really deep into this hip flexor. Alright, and this time we're just going to transition back to a low split. Again, I'm using my blocks and a flat spine. I'm pointing my heel and toe back toward me. And again, if you are more flexible, lose the blocks, or you can put them more flat and try and get a flat spine if you can. Most importantly with this stretch is that you are dragging this heel back towards you, toe pointed up. And really just getting deep into the hamstring is what we're stretching here. Alright, so I'm going to bend this leg one more time, and this time I'm going to come kind of down to grasshopper if you're able to, so even lower. Use the blocks if you need. You can put your hands here. If you're able to get down lower, you can put your hands here and just hold it. So again, we're getting deep into that hamstring. You might be deeper on one side. You can get deeper into a muscle on one side than the other. That's definitely the case for me. Lots of stretching. Don't forget your body's connected. The more you stretch, everything else feels better too. Alright, so let's switch to the other side. use those blocks as I'm doing if you need to. We're getting deeper into this runner's lunge. Again, this side for me causes a little bit of pain, so I can't go as deep. So just position the blocks however you need to sink down into your hip flexor. Your belly might be in the way, you might have a little bit of pain. Just don't push it, you are pregnant after all. And take deep breaths. Focus on what you're stretching, which is your hip flexor here. Alright, so let's sit back into that low split. Position that heel out, square the hips forward, straighten that front leg, toe comes up, and try and drag that heel back. So a small bend in the knee is fine if you're not flexible. You take a lot of deep breaths. And this time we are going to go to grasshopper on this side, so if you're able to, try and get low. And this is the side I definitely cannot get very low, which is totally fine. So I'll just stay here. So most importantly, you just need to know your limits, how far you're able to go and push. Couple more seconds. Alrighty, awesome. So now I'm going to put a foot sideways and my knee facing you. And I'm simply going to push out with this elbow and reach up and over, if you can see my hand. So we're kind of stretching the side body, we're stretching our hip flexor as well, pushing with our elbow this leg out. So we're holding here. Use the block if you need to. Constantly thrust those hips forward to get the full stretch. And this time you can put a block down here. And we're going to go up and over, which feels really, really good. Keep that leg flexing out. And just hang out and breathe. Again, stretching should feel good. It shouldn't really hurt. A little bit of discomfort, but overall it should feel good. And just stretching this side body is also helping stretch our back as well. Alrighty, so other side. Go slow. Position that foot out to the side. And push that elbow out. Extend that living room for the belly. So you can kind of really extend this arm if you want to, or you can kind of lay it. Either way, you're definitely going to get a stretch. You're pushing this right leg out with your right elbow. You can also kind of put this behind your back, looking to keep stretching your neck as well. That's why I like to do this one as well. Alright, so let's put the block down if you need. And we're simply going to open up and hang out. So hanging out here. You can kind of roll the shoulders as you see me doing. I tend to do this a lot. Oh, exaggerate that shoulder joint, feels really good for me. Keep that right knee flexing out. Taking your deep breaths. Alright, so now if you have a block, we're just going to straddle the legs forward if you're able. If you're flexible, you don't need to. So I'm just straddling the legs forward and I'm walking my hands slightly forward, flexing the toes up, and trying to get a flat back. Sitting on block will also help you leave room for your belly so it's not touching the floor. Alright, so this time now that you've kind of gotten to the stretch, see if you can get a little bit deeper. Perhaps you sit on the edge of your block. This time we're going to put the right arm under and the left arm over. And we're going to stretch here. So good. A lot of side body stretches are great for pregnancy because I don't know about you, but your back might be hurting just a tad bit and it helps out a lot. So try and keep those feet flexed the whole stretch. Alright, we're getting there. And let's cross that back over. So left arm down and right arm over. So we're just hanging out, really getting deep. So if you're more flexible, of course, you can put your hand inside your leg and kind of reach to this side. Otherwise, you can do this crossover. Really roll open that right side. Alright, now my favorites that are painful / they work. Lay on your back. Have to slow this timer down and let us adjust. So let's take our time and adjust down. I'm going to put the block to the side, but it will go under my hips. So lie on your left or your right side. Of course, the left side's better. Lying down slowly and you are rolling over. Of course, if you don't feel good about it, don't do it. You are able to lie on your back a tad bit while you're pregnant, and I want you to put the block under your spine. And I'm going to set this timer back again. And go ahead and just kind of bridge up. And you can bridge back down. So you can actually drop the block actually for this one. So drop the block, roll the spine down to the ground, and bridge up again. So it is a type of moving stretch, but you're strengthening and stretching that low spine. Really squeeze those glutes. Might feel it crack a tad, but it should not hurt. Alright, now I want you to get your block, put it under your spine. And depending on how you feel, my left leg is much more sensitive than my right. I just extend it out. Hands can go down beside your side. You can alternate the legs, but you should feel a really, really deep stretch. If you do both legs, it's even deeper. And you really just hang out here and you're going to feel the release in your low spine. So we're not going to stay here much longer, we're almost done. We got one more stretch even though this timer is going to go off. So you can kind of bring the legs back. And we got one more stretch. So this time move the block. Put the feet outside the mat and cave the legs in. So this has been my staple stretch during pregnancy. It has prevented me from going to the chiropractor because I am kind of bouncing my spine out again. And I'm going to hold that a little bit longer. So this time you can kind of windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Might hurt a little bit. If it does, don't do it. But very slowly. And then just come back and hold. So I usually stay here for 1 to 2 minutes and then I'm done. So one more time. The legs are caved in. You can even play around with putting the heels together and the feet out. That might feel okay to you for a little bit, which will also give you release in your low spine. I'm just going to hold that for a second. I know this timer is going crazy, but you don't want to rush when you're doing these type of stretches, especially being pregnant, because you could definitely hurt yourself. So I'm stretching my hip flexors here, and believe it or not, I'm actually stretching my low back. So I'm going to bring my legs in one more time, windshield wiper and hold, and I'm done. So this is my pregnancy stretch and cool down. Believe it or not, I do this routine daily. It has helped out tremendously. It's not a fun feeling when your body is hurting, you know, when you're pregnant, you got a baby, but just keep active, keep moving, keep stretching, and you will feel a lot better. I'll see you later. Bye.